What's going on YouTube, and welcome to my channel. It's your boy Lydell here. I want to introduce you to my channel. I don't really know, how to do this YouTube thing, but it's something brand new. We're gonna start it out. It's called Lydell TV. I'm your man Lydell. And what I want to do is, bring you on my journey as I re-enter the United States Air Force. I'm signed back up. I'm enlisted back in the Air Force again. But just bring you on my journey with me, day to day, what they got me doing, where they may have me traveling, my jobs, just bring you along this journey with me, see how I progress, see how I grow, just see, where this journey takes me this time around. And just like I mentioned before, I'm actually re-enlisting in the United States Air Force. I went through this some time ago. They got me going through it again. Well, not they, I chose this life again. So, things a little different. I'm starting this week. They got me back down here in Lackland. So, I got to take a course. I think I'm taking a course this week here. It's like a week-long course. Then I go back on to my tech school. Boom. Yeah, it's a brand new journey. Like I said, I don't really know how to do this YouTube thing. This is actually my first video on the first channel, starting it out. So, I'm gonna learn all the tricks and trades of it, how to edit videos, how to, how to cut this, how to, put words on the screen, all that. I ain't really too fancy with all that, but we're gonna learn, hopefully y'all can help me learn along the way. So good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be. It is what it is. I'm Lydell, this is Lydell TV. So boom, let's get right into it. So like I said, it was some years ago. I was in the military. I was actually in the Air National Guard. Yeah, like I said, I was in the Air Force. I went through everything. I went through basic. This was like, not to date myself or anything like that. This is like 2014 when I was in it. So, everything was all cool. Then my time went through tech school. I was actually back in services back then. So, I went through that. Everything was real cool. Was getting ready to deploy and everything. Started doing some trainings, and they were sending me here and there. Just making sure all my stuff was right right before I left. But not to get too much into it, but I was hard headed. I was a knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? So I was still kind of like rebellious back then. I ain't want to hear everything. Excuse me. I didn't really want to hear everything they was telling me. Still trying to do things my own way, bucking the system a little bit. And with that, you take some risks, you take some chances, and I wasn't, completely successful in the risk that I was taking, being a knucklehead that I was, that led to this choice or that choice, a couple wrong decisions. And, before you know it, things caught up with me and they kicked me to the curb. I got the boot. However, though, it was not a dishonorable discharge. They just gave me a general. My base commander at my guard unit, he was like, he said, "You're young, you made a mistake. I don't want to give you a dishonorable discharge because I still see something in you. In any event, maybe some years down the road, if you do decide to come back into it, I want to leave this door open for you. I want to make sure you still have this opportunity." And this was, like I said, this was some years ago, but, at the time when he was telling me that, I was thinking like, whatever, I done tried to do the Air Force thing. It ain't work out for me. Cool, I'm gonna just go on and, see where life takes me. But it was always like a regret I had because boom, I ain't really never want to get out of it. As a matter of fact, I had joined the guard. It was something. It was like my recruiter was somebody I had knew growing up in life. I had friends that was in it. It was real close by, so and I ain't even really know much about the Air Force. Everything was like Army and Marines growing up. However, though, the Air Force was the one that had the presence in my town and where I was growing up at. So that's what I decided to do. It was cool, it was like 1 week in a month, real part time. Yeah, like I said, it was for it to be my introduction to the military. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. And then like once I had got the basic, went through basic and met a lot of cool people, made some friends, some people I consider lifelong friends. Went through that. I had went through tech school. Tech school, I made some brothers. Tech school was real cool. However, like all that was on like active duty time, because you gotta be active when you're in basic. You gotta be active while you down in tech school. So it was cool. I really appreciated it. But like that taste that I had got for active duty made me, kind of regret my choice of going in the guard. And I was like, damn, if I could go back and do all this again, I would just sign up for active duty. I wouldn't even have went to the guard. Now I'm in the guard and I got served this time in the guard. I'm like, dang, how do I get to active duty? And I'm asking people, I'm in the guard. I'm like, hey, Sergeant, how I go from, if I want to go to active duty, how I do that? How I go from the guard to active? And they like, it's real hard to go from guard to active, even guard to reserve. I think even reserve to active, but it's not like if you want to go active to reserves or guard, it's not that hard. But long story short, he was basically just telling me, probably ain't gonna happen. It's probably ain't gonna happen. You here with us. All right, it is what it is. It's whatever. Like I said, it was still cool 1 week in a month, but it was just real. Like I said, it was real part time. Every time you like 1 week in a month, you come in and it was cool. We got a tight knit family. My unit did. It was like I said, I was services, which is, if you don't know what it is, in military services was he was a cook. That was like the main thing. I know like on active duty basis, y'all do a little bit more of like the lodging and working at the gyms and stuff like that. Guard unit, we is cook. That's what we is doing. We is cooks. We come in, we usually some of the first people on base. Other than security forces, I'm talking about, we there at like 5:30 in the morning. And what I'm saying, we there, have a little meeting, start prep cooking, serving, clean up, maybe prep a little bit of stuff for tomorrow. Do the same thing again. What I'm saying? We leave, our day ends around like 5 p.m. So we there at like 5:30 a.m., 5 p.m. Boom. 1 week in a month, Saturday and Sunday. And after that drill weekend was done, that was it. I ain't seen these folks again for like the next 4 weeks or whatever. So unless you got one of them positions where you can work on a base full time, it's called an active guard position. You know what I'm saying? And that seemed cool, but it was still like the structure of how active duty base was. That wasn't how the guard was. The guard, it was, yeah, you come, you dressed in your uniform, but it was just like, bro, that was it. Like that's you know what I'm saying? You just there. I don't know how to explain it. It was real part time. It was real like, bam, here you go, bam, done. And I just wanted a little bit more. So like I said, that was it. But some time went past, and as I progressed along with this YouTube channel, and like figure some things out and all that, start showing y'all a little bit more, start getting in detail more of what it was. And hopefully as this channel grows and I get some feedback and stuff like that, I can elaborate a little bit more, on how I got back in here, what, like I said, what they gonna have me doing, and things like that. So